The Ohio brothers, not much is changing. They are bringing in a different sub, Kivo. This is probably the best thing for the Ohio brothers. They're not changing the main roster, which is good because they've had nothing but success with it. Absolutely, everybody's, and I almost feel like it's kind of crazy to say, but every single person always has like a highlight reel during their match. If you're like looking for like great roam plays, hooks, sets, you're going to be a shark in every single game. If you're looking at a marksman who could dish out damage, or even he'll take 3 deaths in his lane and still be out farming the other marksman. You're looking at Zia. Hoon has been a great, I want to say he's almost kind of stepped back a little bit as a mid. He still has great plays, but I want to say not as many. He starts facilitating things in his team almost. He talked a little bit about that Fredrin pick because he realized at the end, oh, we have no CC. So he's like, it wasn't a shot at Zane to take the Fredrin. It was just, we have no CC. Let's go ahead and pick up this Fredrin. Yeah, so I mean, and it was a great call out for him. He didn't do great. I think he took 4 deaths in that, but he served his purpose, and that's all you can really ask from the mid as well. Best player, of course. He's been a highlight reel. I think he's gotten 3 MVPs from the last 4 weeks. I think he's had 3 MVPs, 3 weeks of MVPs. So that dude is crazy. And Yellow, bro, this dude was warming the bench last year. Like, what is with that? Because he is amazing.
Doing a really good job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Milo's a monster. Milo, like, I don't even know where he came from, man. Like, and I know he's been around and I've known him, but he's like, I don't think anyone expected him to do this good in EXP.
Yeah, and he's becoming a playmaker too, not just one of those XP laners that ho-hum has to stay in their lane. Like, the dude's always rotating, always there for fights.
Yeah, they're all doing some type of play around the map, and it matters for the whole team. So they have really great synergy. Here's
the big one that everybody's been wanting to know about. BTK changing out the roam warrior gonna be in there. As far as we know right now, is that warrior is going to be the roam for BTK. Joybaj, unfortunately, he has left the squad. Last I heard on Zane's stream.
He can't get his papers in check. Yeah, he's still technically.
Yeah, because there's hope. There's hope that they can get that paperwork stuff straightened out. How are you feeling about?
He's the one going to IESF.
He's the one going to ISF.
Okay. That'll be fun to see. Like, how he plays, I don't know, because I don't know how he plays, of course, so it'll be nice to see.
I think the fact that he's getting a ton of practice with Chicken right now, and ISO, right? ISO's over there too. The fact that so Yato, ISO, Warrior, Best Player, Chicken. So here's the thing. He's getting put through like a really nice, basically Warrior's getting put through like a really good boot camp right now. So, and with 80% of his team except for Best Player, which definitely Best Player and Zane have a pretty different style, but still he will get a lot of comfortability with ISO, Yato, and White Chicken. That is like the best we could hope for, or any BTK fan could hope for, right? Because losing Baj at stage 3 is huge. Especially for me, like, Baj brings an energy to BTK when they were live. Like, he brings, like we've talked about a few players and stuff, kind of like Cardi, like there's just an energy that he brings. I think he pairs well with Zane. They both feed off of each other. Baj has been iffy during season, but he was iffy last season. The moment he stepped on stage, he was in the zone. So, I mean, there's some of those things to think about. We just don't have enough information on Warrior right now to really like make it immediate. But I would say, like, no matter what, if we just talk about synergy, it's definitely doesn't look good for BTK. But we can't count Warrior out. We've seen, I mean, even in MPL, sometimes a player swap happens. Things like that. When Super Red got knocked out of Blacklist last season and they brought in a different marksman and stuff, they were doing much better. So, I mean, sometimes things like this are good, sometimes they're bad. But the good thing is definitely that Warrior is getting like straight boot camp right now. So he should be at least not rusty when he comes back.
They've BTK still at the top right now, but they've had trouble. Like, it's just the Ohio brothers are just a wall to them that they cannot pass. There was they lost a single game the Ohio brothers did to BTK, and then after that, it has been nothing but sweeps because now the Ohio brothers basically have their number when it comes to these engagements. I feel like they know Zane, they know their skill, they've got all the skill and genius behind all of their plays, good strategies, and they know Zane. They know his rotations, they know his picks, they know where he's going to be on the map during certain times. It's frustrating, and I can't imagine being Zane because like you're like there's parts where like Shark will just dive into a bush without any vision at all because he knows Zane will probably be in here. It's like
he played with him. Yeah, it does suck. They know how he plays or what he's going to play next.
I'm wondering if playing with best player might help out BTK a little bit when it comes to understanding best player, understanding his picks, understanding how he likes to rotate, which might be able to help BTK in the stage 3. So they're like, nah.
My thing is just like they know each other, man. They play against each other. They've been playing against each other for a year now. Like, I don't think like everybody knows we know everybody's hero pool. Like us as casters, like unless some surprise pick comes out, we know it from watching it. They're literally playing it. Like, I don't think like everyone knows the rotations. They know these things. Like occasionally a surprise comes out, like the Fredrin mid, you know, like picking up the Esmeralda to counter the Lapu and throwing Fredrin in mid. The thing is, this TOB is going to continue to have strats like that. So like, I don't think it's going to help them that much. I think, I don't know. We'll see.
So guys, that will wrap up this discussion with Trex. Thank you so much for your time, but I know you've got things that you're working on right now. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you got going on?
I am working on a couple different projects. Right now, the major things, I'm trying to do some documentary style videos on the greatest games ever in Mobile Legends. That's all I'm really going to say about it. I don't want to get into in depth because I'll just ramble and ramble, but I'm going to start working on some documentary style videos on the greatest games that have ever happened in Mobile Legends, greatest series.
Oh, that's awesome. I've seen little bits and pieces of you. You're putting a lot of work. This is probably one of the biggest things that you've ever put together.
I normally never want to spend more than like 30 minutes editing a video. Most of my content is like clip off the front, clip off the end, post it. It's just like me talking for 20 minutes. This one is gonna be like, I'm actually trying to get an editor to help me with this. I'm like, I'm bringing an editor in possibly to help me because it'll probably, after when it's all said and done, writing the script, editing, getting all the clips and editing it, it'll be like probably like 5 to 10 hours of work. Like and straight of editing, so over a week, like not just like 5 to 10 hours in a day, but like you get it.
And then you've got continual content coming out. Your YouTube channel at TrexCasts, I remember, and your socials as well.
All my socials: TrexCast, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram or X. It's not Twitter anymore. YouTube, X. My bad. Wakanda forever. And yeah, Facebook. I'm on Facebook too for all my 30-year-olds out there. And yeah, here we are.
MySpace, grandma.
Yeah. SoundCloud, check me out, yo.
All right, guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll go ahead and see you hopefully when IESF comes out. What is it, this weekend at some point? We're going to be very lonely week for us. But yeah, we'll check you guys later. Hopefully everybody has a great week.
Bye.